Hi guys, I feel inspired by one of you to do this video because yesterday I had a nice consultation with one of you. Thank you so much for coming for the consultations. What I like about consultations is that they teach me a lot. Each time I'm in a consultation, I tell myself, you know what? I need to help out. I need to do a video on this topic because I realize there's a problem. It's summertime and we have all these flies that came to my house. So let's talk about the green card and how long it takes. Many of you will want to know how long green cards take. Okay, we all worry, Janet, but how long will it take before I bring my wife? Janet, long will it take before I bring my fiance? How long will it take before I get my job green card? How long will it take before I get the green card after winning? So all these green card questions have to do with timing and waiting times and separation of families. And so I know you guys, you're very nervous. And today I'm going to talk about facts. So if you're outside America or you're here, there are things you need to know that maybe you did not know that you can follow, or you need to speak with your lawyer, okay? As always, information is power. If you're coming on this video for the first time, how about you subscribe? Consider following us and subscribing and hitting the notification button. So you know what? You never miss a video that might change your life. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. So the reason I'm talking about here, as I said, green cards can take long and they can be very frustrating. I love your comments. I'll come to the comments, but let me go to the meat of this video today. Green cards can take long. And I can start with my own story, okay? When I first came to the United States, I was waiting for my green card. And when they told me my green card will take like 1.5 years, I was like, oh my God, what will I do for 1.5 years without a green card? I need a job, okay? I need to connect with my family. I need to travel. Okay, but some of the facts I need to talk with you today is to tell you that actually it's not as long as you think. Some people do not have the right information. So let's start with green card through marriage, for example, and especially some of you coming on this video and you are coming for fiancé visas, and even some of you that are coming as nurses and you want to bring your family members, okay? Or some of you are getting employed on the nursing job, but you want to know how to bring your family and how long. Because one of my clients asked me, Janet, so after my wife becomes a nurse, and then it will take her about 1.5 years, maybe after graduation, to get a green card. And then I have to wait another 1.5 years to join her. So you see, that takes too long. And people are like, okay, I just can't do this. It's too much. And I agree that family separation is way too much. So I want us to understand one thing, okay? Especially if you're married. If you are married on a green card, please understand, okay, that the green card comes at the same time. Yes, you heard me right. Okay, so if your wife is a nurse, or if your wife is going to get a green card on the job, you will get the green card at the same time. Am I making sense? Meaning, when the lawyer is filing for you that green card, they will include your husband, or they will include your wife, they will include your spouse and children from day one, because they want to know your marital status. And of course, you say you are married, and they will enter the details. Okay, as you all know, when you get a working visa through, a green card through work, a green card through marriage, it might take long to wait. Of course, if you marry an American citizen, that is usually the shortest period. Shortest waiting period is marrying an American citizen, but jobs can take long. Okay, green card lottery, of course, it takes 1 year for most of you to get it. But if you come with the family, it's immediately. But I'm talking about some of you who will be in America and you want to petition the way Janet tells you, go do nursing. How long will it take before you bring your family? If you are going to marry, how long will it take you before you bring your family? So I want you to write down a few facts. As always, I tell my people, come with a pen and paper. I want you from today, if a lawyer is filing for you, or if you're at home and your spouse is in America and they are telling you they filed for you anything to do with immigration, please write this information down because you will need it. Because some of you, I know, you don't pay attention to these things, thinking things are cooking and you don't have the information. I want you to write the word receipt number, okay? And I will explain what receipt number means. I want you to write a number. And I want you to write the word receipt notice. Okay? Now, the receipt, if your family member files for you a green card, they'll always acknowledge. They will always come back and say, hey, we received your application for the green card. We received your petition for I-130. We received your petition for I-765. Meaning, if you paid, here is the receipt. So that is very, very important. And usually it will go to the petitioner or it will go to the lawyer. So I want you from today, and trust me, when I do these videos I'm doing for someone out there, I've seen couples who probably thought that the couple was in America and they had filed for them a green card when this man here in America has his own life going on. So I don't want you people to be part of that. So I want you to write this. So if you have someone in America, now you're following, Janet, you want to be smart. I just want you to ask, honey, do you have the receipt number for your application? They better produce that. Okay, do you have a receipt notice? Receipt notice now comes with different numbers, which you don't need to know. But usually the immigration officer will know when they see that receipt number. So if they say receipt notice 767 or 797C, it means this was a receipt that was given to someone maybe who applied for ABCD. Point number one, always know that it doesn't matter if, but, what. If these people cannot produce that, either they are not informed themselves, or they didn't do it, or they withdrew the application, and you are thinking that they made the application for you. Please be aware. Information is power. Information is power. Okay? Be aware of those terminology. Receipt is very important. And do you know how it looks? Just like a piece of paper, but it looks like money. It looks like money. Usually it's almost like almost this color. This is urban, like money, almost orangish. But if you look nicely, it has those Liberty, Statue of Liberty, American in the back. So it's a nice piece of paper that looks like almost like money, but it's written receipt notice. It means this is not immigration benefits, but this is to show that your petition has been received. This is just a receipt number. Number two, I want you to write a number. A number at that point will be on that receipt. That A number will follow you until you get citizenship, if you ever get citizenship. So A number is going to be special. It's going to identify you from now onwards. You and your spouse, you and your petitioner. Make sure you know the receipt notice, and I want you to know what an A number means. And then number three, sorry, I forgot. I want you to write down priority dates. The word priority date is very, very important. What is a priority date? A priority date means first come, first serve. So the receipt notice, number one, will arrive in the mail. When it arrives, the receipt notice, it has an A number. Number two, it has a priority date. So if they receive your information August 15th, they will tell you your priority date is August 15th, and we will learn why it's important. It's very, very important that you have this information. Are we on the same page? Now someone filed for you, okay? We need an A number, we need a receipt number, and we need a priority date. With that information, we are armed. No one is lying to us, okay? The lawyer has this information. Most lawyers are very good. When they file that, they will also share with you that information. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Why is this important? A priority date means once they receive this information, no one from September can come before you, meaning they'll have to process people in July before they process you. Do you see? It's like first come, first serve. Okay, now why is this information important to you? You can go to USCIS or you can go to the State Department and you can use this information under case status. If you punch in your receipt number, if you punch in your A number, if you punch in your priority date and your names, voila, the record will come. Trust me, the record will come. It will tell you your petition was filed on this date and it continues to be under processing. Do you see now? Do you see now why your family can never lie to you? Okay, you're busy waiting for your husband who went to America a long time ago and they are never showing up at home. They say, honey, I filed for you. It's taking forever. Now you're smart because now you're following Janet. Just ask them the receipt number. Just ask them the A number. Just ask them the priority date. Why is a priority date important? Because even if you don't know how long it will take, you can follow, you can be coming every month. So for example, as we said, in our case, if their priority date was August 15th, every month you go there, you see they are working on April 15th. People who applied in April 15th. So you're like, oh, April, May, June, July, August. You count for yourself. Trust me, this is how immigration operates. Okay, that is, it is what it is. I love your comments. Okay, I'll come to the comments before I finish. So now when you go the next month, you find that they're now working in May. Then it tells you that actually it's taking about 4 weeks to move from April to May. Do you see how now you can calculate when they will reach you? On the other hand, if you keep on going there every month and you find them taking 6 months before they even move to the next month, trust me, we know that we are in for a long wait. Okay? Are we on the same table? I mean, are we on the same page? Now we know how to check. Okay? Now you can even go there and check yours individually, but individually they will never tell you, oh, we received your receipt number, wait for 3 months. No. The only time you will know the timeline, let me tell you the truth. When they've made a decision, you will know the timeline. Because they will tell you now your green card has been approved. In 30 days, look in your mail. If you don't hear from us in 30 days, please call us. Meaning, don't call them before 30 days. That is the only time you hear these people telling you, oh, your petition has been approved. It has now moved to the National Visa Center. Now you can start even approximating. But for the most part, you will never know. You will go there, your petition was received, processing. So you will never know. But Janet is teaching you now even a deeper level where there are some places you can go. And then now you can choose your country. You can choose your kind of visa that you applied. And you can punch in those information that I just listed. And you'll be able to see this country called Liberia. They are now processing people that applied in April, and it's taking them 1 month to move to the next. Okay, if you're from China, you'll go in there, and then you will see China. They're now working people that applied in 2006. That is probably a very good example. It's possible. Don't think this is impossible. There are some petitions that they are still working on 2006. Do you understand? But those are usually extended families. But as I said, immediate families, mother, father, spouse, kids, that is very quick. Work visas, it depends. Again, you need to know, did your spouse switch which service center? And how do you know the service center? Where your spouse lives. It's very simple. If your spouse tells you they live in Texas, go and look, people in Texas, which service center helps people in Texas? Okay, because they have centers in Vermont, they have in California, they have Texas, and I think Nebraska or somewhere else. I can't remember. So this is very, very important information anytime we are dealing with immigration. If you are a green card winner, you need to know Kentucky. Okay, those are the gurus of green cards. Okay, now we know. If you've listened to this video, you know exactly how to ask good questions, how to ask your lawyer, how to ask your employer, and how to ask yourself if you petition for yourself. Okay, now let us come to this. This is the most important part that I want us to pay attention. And let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Because I had actually someone I know, okay, got married, came to America because of a fiancé visa. Okay, very good. They got married or in love, they had a baby, very genuine, legitimate marriage. The husband, after marriage, how fiancé visa, and I'll do a video on fiancé visas, of course, K1 and K2. You have 90 days to get married if someone petitions for you a fiancé visa. So the 90 days came, they went to church, they did wherever, I don't know, courts. They had the marriage certificate. The husband was kind enough, petitioned for the wife for the green card. Everything good. The baby is growing. So 1 year later, she's been waiting. It's not supposed to take that long, but it took because of pandemic and everything. And then I met her one day. She told me, yeah, on these online forums, of course. Janet, but I applied and we are still waiting for the green card. I'm just bored staying in the house. Yes, I'm busy with the baby, but I feel like I need to have a job. But Janet, I just waiting for the green card. I can't drive. I can't do anything. I say, what? Say that again. I can't drive. I say that again. Now pay attention why Janet is doing this video today. This is why I'm doing this video today. If you are in America on a fiancé visa, or if you are here in America physically and someone files for you a green card, remember, write down in red that they should not talk, even a lawyer. Lawyers can even forget. In this case, even these people who are dealing with a lawyer. When they file for you a green card, please tell them to include the employment authorization so that you have two applications. Green card, okay, or change of status. Number two, always include the application for employment authorization. This is what happened to me. My green card took 1.5 years. I was thinking, wow, if you go beginning of this video, I told you that when I was told that the green card will take 1.5 years, I almost fainted. I'm like, who's going to sit in the house without a job, without a work permit, all that? No. My lawyer filed for green card, change of status from student to green card, which was going to take a very long time, by the way, 1.5 years. But guess what? They included the application for employment authorization. How long did that take? 4 weeks. Yes, you had me right. 4 weeks. Information is power. Now you can see when I met this person who was telling me, my husband brought me on a fiancé visa. I've been staying in the house more than 1 year. I'm very bored. I don't have a job. I can't take this. I feel depressed. Did they file for your work permit? No. There you go. There you go. The work permit could only have taken, even with the pandemic, maybe the most it would have taken is 6 weeks. I don't know how long it takes now. For me, it took only 4 weeks. What does a work permit mean? A work permit allows you to work in the United States as you wait for the green card. Nothing stops. You will go to the DMV, you will get a motor vehicle, you will get a driver's license, you can even go to school, you can work legally. At that point, you even cares for the green card. The green card is important only for family reunification. But meanwhile, your life continues as if someone who won a green card. Am I clear? Am I clear? Is someone listening to me? If you are someone who is coming here on a fiancé visa, oh, we filed for a green card. You are waiting and waiting. Oh, these people, they don't even care. They don't know that I'm waiting. No, it's knowledge. It's knowledge. You don't have information. They might take time for the green card, but they've given you provision for EAD. Another word is EAD, Employment Authorization Card. Okay, EAD. Remember, Janet said EAD. Make sure you file for that. I think it's I-7665. I think even that number is correct in my head. Anytime you change status to green card, apply for employment authorization. Anytime someone is filing you for a green card on marriage, employment authorization card. Let the rest take time. Let them take as long as they want. As we want to continue, we want to go to school, we want to get a driver's license, we want to get a job. We have no time to wait for 1.5 years. We have no time to wait for 2 years. End of story. Now we're on the same page. Let me go to some of you who will come here because of your spouses, because of your nurses. Okay. If you have any questions, janetrangi67@gmail.com. Okay. janetrangi67@gmail.com. I can see your comments, or janetrangi.com. If you want to go to Canada, if you want to come to America, if you want to change status, if you want admissions, anything, you go there. For now, let me explain to my people now why this is very important. Okay, employment authorization, do not delay. Do not delay, do not delay. Okay, I'll come to your comments. Did someone learn something there? Is anyone going to be here wasting time because they are sitting in the house because the spouse came here and they just filed for a green card and that's all they are waiting? Now, for some of you, their spouses will be here as nurses. Okay, and you're asking me, Janet, how long will it take before I join my spouse? Or how long will it take? Does it mean they get that green card about after 1.5 years, and then after that, then even me, I wait for another 1.5 years? No. As I said in the beginning of this video, when they are filing for you, I mean for themselves, they are filing for you and they are filing for the children. So when the green card comes, it comes as a package. If the hospital petitions for the nurse a green card, they are petitioning for the whole family. And that's why it's good to find a good lawyer, or that is why you need to arm yourself with information to make sure when they are filing, they included that marital status. They ask for that. They might not even ask for a marriage certificate at that point yet. But they'll ask, are you single or married? Married. Do you have children? Yes. What are their names? What are date of birth? They will find that information, so that when the green card comes out, they know that this green card was for the nurse, the husband, or the nurse, the wife, the nurse, spouse, and 2 children. So they'll produce four green cards. Are you seeing how it works? It's not a matter of the nurse now getting the green card and then now you're waiting again. When the green card comes, it comes for the whole family. This is the difference. This is the difference. If all of you are here in America at that point, you will just go to the mailbox and you will see 4 green cards. Mother, father, and 2 children. The green cards will come on the same day, unless they were separated at the post office. Now, if only one spouse is in America and the father or the other spouse is home with the children, that is the time we will hear that it takes 9 months. Why? Because your spouse already got in the mail. If you are here in America, it will have come in the mail. But because you are outside the country, now they need to transfer that green card from USCIS and fly it over to NVC. NVC is National Visa Center. That is the one that distributes green cards all over the world. Green cards in all these embassies. Now you understand. Once they move it to NVC, that is when you will hear, hey, we need you to have an affidavit of support. That is when they will notify the embassy at home. We have a green card. The wife is here in America. She got hers, but now we are ready for them to process. And that is the time now they will call in the embassy to go and process. They will ask you medical. They'll ask you for marriage certificate. They will ask you for all those things, immigration documents. Your wife or spouse, whoever is in America, will have to prove that they meet the poverty line. What is a poverty line? Every state has poverty levels. In California, the poverty level will be higher than maybe somewhere in Nebraska. Okay? Meaning a family of 2 household, they look at the number of household. How much does it take to raise that family without being considered poverty line? So you might find that poverty level in California might be 50,000 for a household of 4, while in another state, a family of 4 will only be 35,000. Meaning it's much cheaper to live in one state and it's more expensive to live in another state. What the embassy will be looking at, the spouse who is in the United States has to meet enough money to be above the poverty level, depending how many people that spouse is going to sponsor from home. If they're sponsoring only the husband, it's household of 2. If that is sponsoring husband plus 3 children, that is going to be a household of 5. There are tables. Each state, in fact, the federal government produces tables every year. Poverty states, go on Google today. When Janet says this information, you can just go and Google, say, voila, this is Janet is that walking encyclopedia. Everything is off head. I don't need to read these things. All you need to go, you will just realize that Janet is encyclopedia. You go, you check. Even now, some of you, this is very, very prime information, and I'll come and do a video for some of you who will win the green card or green card winners 2023, and those of you are going to win 2024. You will have to produce an affidavit of support, or you'll have to find a sponsor in America. What are they looking for? They'll be looking for that poverty level. If Janet decides to sponsor you, I will have to produce my taxes. What are those taxes? They are produced by IRS and they're called W-2. What is a W-2 form? It comes from the employer. The employer every year sends everyone that, hey, government, Janet made this much money. That is called a W-2. And then Janet will carry that and go to the accountant. The accountant will file taxes with the government. It's a reconciliation form. It's for us to have a same communication in the government. The government will be like, but we taxed you this much. Did we tax too much or did we tax too little? Then we'll file those taxes. When we file, those are the taxes that now the embassy will be looking for. It's a legal record. You can never lie. You can never miss to file. If you miss to file, they will catch you. You either pay the taxes or they throw you in jail or they throw you in prison, depending on the... So a tax document is very, very important. And pay attention when you come to America. If you have a job, and I'm not saying some of you who are not supposed to work, if you're not supposed to work, you can never file taxes because you're telling that you're reporting yourself. But if you have a social security number and you are allowed to work here legally, you have to file taxes. Because when that time comes for you to bring your spouse, You will have to start looking for other people to help you because you did not file taxes. You see how these things work? Okay? And the IRS will clearly know how much you made. And they will want to see an affidavit of support. What does an affidavit of support? During my days, they used to say, if you sponsor someone, you are responsible for that person for 10 years. And some of you, I'm not going to be responsible for someone for 10 years. That's what you're telling the embassy. That when this person comes to America, I will take care of them for 10 years. But here's the good news. This is the alternative to 10 years. I don't know if it changed until that person gets a job. I like that because a job can take 2 months. A job can take 6 weeks and they're already out of your hands. Okay, so are you understanding how these things work? So if you win a green card, listen to this video. If you marry an American, listen to this video. If you get a fiancé visa, listen to this video. If you ever file any immigration benefit, this video was for you. You know how to check. You know how to find out. You know if people are lying to you. Don't sit there saying he filed and maybe these people withdrew the application. Do you know people do that to each other? You would think they filed for you and they are busy, they married someone else here. We are not going to have that. Okay, I love your comments. I love everyone. Abigail, what are you saying? Caroline, how are you? Okay, Annette, yes, nice. Watching from Kenya. Paul, how are you? Janet, kindly, can you tell me whether they recommend JPEG or PNG photo for where? Every organization is different. They might, immigration, they take JPEG from what I know. So just follow directions, okay? Thank you. Take life. I will forever be here. Thank you. I love you. And subscribe, okay? Because you learn so much. Purity, how are you? Long time. Ellen, hi, Janet. Job, hi, Janet. So grateful for your knowledge and information. You are indeed a blessing to most of us. Asante sana. You're very welcome. Stephen, hi, Janet. The biggest concern is the funds to process the green card for most Africans in the problem because the dollar is increasing every day. Please, what is your advice? By the way, they can waive those fees. Just take advantage of that. Always look if that program, especially asylum, if people come to file asylum, you do not have money, it's free of charge, okay? You can always file. There's always a form for people who cannot afford. If you're in America, there's always a form for people who cannot afford, but you have to show evidence, okay? Other than that, immigration, do everything. Borrow, because that is your lifetime. That is when you need to borrow and pay for those fees. I'm going to borrow and pay for the green card, my friends, okay? Martha, thank you for that comment. Good luck. Martha, hello, Janet, out of topic. Can I continue campus student apply for community colleges? And if possible, how can I book a consultation with you? To book a consultation with me is janetrangi.com. The package is consultation, okay? If you have any problems, janetrangi67@gmail.com. I will explain everything. I'll put you everything together. Did you say you are a student? Okay, sometimes students are here, they don't know they can get work permits. That's a video for another day. Why are you broke? You are doing very well, Martha. Okay, thank you so much. Mas, Samson, hi, Janet. Thank you so much. Isabel, hi, Janet. Enjoying the show. Watching from Dallas. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Isabel. I love you. Okay, PG, hi, Janet. I love you, PG. Big belly. I love your name. Hey, Janet, watching from Qatar, Doha. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, Dubai, PG. Do I need medicals and biometrics for F1 student visa? No. Who is Jemima? Hi, Janet, came in late. Better late than never. And then Caroline is, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. Okay, zikomo. Adios. Until the next video. Subscribe if you are new on these videos. We are doing very well. Okay. You guys are very cooperative. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. Always. What is Jacqueline saying? And Jalo, how can the student get work permits? Get consultation. Okay, hi Janet, are you a blessing to many? Jacqueline, thank you so much from Dubai. And people are getting visas from Dubai from my understanding. Okay, Milka is watching from Kenya. Today, I went through all the comments. If I forgot your name or I didn't see your name, I love you so much. And subscribe and share my videos, okay? Come again. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. See you in the next video, guys. YouTube, bye-bye, guys. Milka, bye, okay?